In a stark illustration of the Russian government's deepening crackdown on dissent, the recent detention of journalists Konstantin Gabov and Sergey Karelin has sent shockwaves through the media landscape. Accused of extremism and purported ties to Alexey Navalny's anti-corruption foundation, Gabov and Karelin's arrests underscore a troubling trend of escalating repression targeting independent voices and opposition figures in Russia. The ramifications of these arrests reverberate globally, prompting widespread condemnation and raising urgent concerns about the erosion of press freedom and human rights in the country. Konstantin Gabov, a seasoned freelance producer renowned for his work with prestigious outlets such as Reuters, was apprehended in Moscow, while Sergey Karelin, a cameraman with dual Israeli citizenship, was seized in Russia's Murmansk region. Karelin's extensive experience with major international news organizations, including the Associated Press and Deutsche Welle, highlights the alarming targeting of journalists with robust professional backgrounds and broad international exposure. These arrests unfold amidst a broader assault on press freedom in Russia, characterized by the enactment of draconian laws aimed at silencing dissent and stifling criticism, particularly in the context of the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Journalists, activists, and opposition figures critical of the Kremlin have faced mounting persecution and imprisonment, signaling a distressing regression in fundamental rights and democratic norms within the country. The detention of Gabov and Karelin serves as a stark reminder of the perils faced by journalists operating in Russia and underscores the urgent imperative to defend press freedom and uphold human rights principles. As international condemnation mounts, pressure intensifies on the Russian government to release the detained journalists and uphold fundamental freedoms, including the right to freedom of expression and adherence to the rule of law. However, with the Kremlin tightening its grip on power and systematically suppressing dissenting voices, the future remains uncertain for journalists and activists striving to hold authorities accountable in Russia. As the world watches, the plight of Gabov, Karelin, and others like them becomes a poignant litmus test for the state of democracy and press freedom in Russia, emphasizing the critical need for global solidarity in defending journalists' rights and advocating for justice and accountability.